The 16th century Kabbalist, the Arizal, felt that the major theme in today's parasha of Ki Tavo has to do with Chet HaMeraglim, that it's actually the tikkun of Chet HaMeraglim, and I'm talking about the mitzvah of Bikurim. That the sin of the spies was in taking the summer fruits, the pomegranates, the figs, and the grapes back to the desert, speaking dibah about the land of Israel, and using this to distance us physically and in every way from the land of Israel and to send us back to Egypt. The mitzvah of Bikurim, which entails at any time from Shavuot until Sukkot, taking the 7 species, which would be what grows in the summer of the 7 species, the figs, the pomegranates, and the grapes that we have grown ourselves, to the temple for chibah, to show love of Hashem and of us coming into the land. Now, this is a very interesting mitzvah because it has to be food that we grew on our own. There are other mitzvot, like taking challah, where I'm not the little red hen, so I don't grow the wheat and I don't make the flour, I don't grind the flour. I use someone else's hard work and I make a mitzvah out of it. But this one has to be done on your own. And the reason that there's such a long time period that's given is because depending on where you live in the land, the food is going to ripen in a different spot. If you're living, let's say, in the Jordan Valley or the Lachish region, so the grapes are going to ripen earlier in the summer because it's hot there. While places in the mountains, let's say Shiloh, which is why we have Tu B'Av, is the festival of the gathering of the grapes, of the harvest of the grape, of the batzir. Up in the hills, the fruit ripens later in the summer because it is cool and it takes longer. So I'm standing right now under my very own pomegranate tree, which is one of those 3 fruits. It is a sign of fertility, and I just want, even though I cannot bring these pomegranates to the temple because we do not have a temple, I have also been blessed by Hashem. I have been brought in from the far periphery, actually even from outside the land of Israel. I have been blessed with a large family. I've been able to raise children and now have grandchildren in the land. And it is my fervent hope that one day I will be able to take those children into Jerusalem to the temple with our first fruits. And one last word. Rav Elchanan Samet, who is known for his linguistic genius and understanding the Bible, compares the wording of Parashat Shlach Lecha, the sin of the spies, with the wording of this parasha. V'lakachta mereshit kol pri, v'lakachta mipri haaretz, eretz zvat chalav u'dvash, v'gam zvat chalav u'dvash hu. He agrees with the Arizal that these 2 things are connected. So what are you going to do? Is it going to be dibah or is it going to be chibah? The mitzvah of Bikurim, hopefully we will all be able to do one day in the future together. Shabbat Shalom from Harow Ki Tavo.